See how we sound tonight. Turn up the volume. What kind of sound problems, if any, do I have tonight? Okay, it's sounding pretty good. Sounding pretty good. Let me switch my headsets. That right there. Hook this over here so I don't yank it down. Okay, now let's fix some titles. Twitch fixed. And then we move over to the YouTubes. Title done. Fill my internet connection. Hold up tonight where it didn't last Thursday. Time will tell. Also, ME3. Great game. Let's get into it. Twitch. There is no X in Twitch. Underscore underlung. Wow, I fat fingered a lot of stuff here, didn't I? Time will tell. Okay. Save. Now, grab this and stick it in the ad. Back to Twitch, we go to the channel, grab my link. Back to the dashboard. Pause and drop the link in the ad. Copy the ad in its entirety. There's ad 1. There's ad 2. There's ad 3. Scroll on down to place ad 4. Okay. Bring up 2 social media tabs. And then we post in 1. Done. And then we post in 2. This one always takes a second or two longer. It's done. Okay, let me relayer so that I've got all of my chats showing. Beautimus, Beautimus. Alright, let's, this should reload on Mars. I think it let me save there. If not, then I'll just pick it back up from wherever it saved from. I don't know. I was a little irritated when it only let me stream like 15-20 minutes last week. Sent to Mars to locate Prothean data, but the archives are not responding. Investigate the dig site. Ah, okay, good. Right after we got off. Good, good, good.
Damn, that's a huge storm. Looks a lot bigger in person. Pretty average.
Okay, let's see. Ooh. Cluster grenade. What? Lob a biotic grenade cluster? Oh, that's interesting. Expert tactician on and off the battlefield. More dexterity, more charisma, and faster and stronger. Yeah, I'm totally taking this. This is, like, perfect. All right. Yeah. I'll take damage and capacity. And then... yes, more biotic power damage bonus boost. Do it. Fitness. Melee damage, health, shields, and barriers. Health, shields, and barriers are going to be important. Stop targeted enemy from regenerating health, weaken armor. Singularity. Sphere of dark energy that traps and dangles enemies caught in the field. Okay, I'm going to take warp. That is going to be crucial for most of this gameplay. And I want this damage to be through the roof. I want it to be phenomenal. So we'll go with lasting damage here. Weapon damage taken, power damage taken by a target by 15%. Okay, so that opens him up for more damage from other skills. I think I'd rather just have the damage and duration shoot up. I'll take some fitness. So melee damage, health, shield, and barriers. Let's do that. Health bonus and barrier bonus. Okay. I definitely want to immediately get barrier, so I'm probably going to replace this, which means I'm not going to bother putting points into it just yet. Let's look at the others. Ooh, you have Reeve. Cryoblast. Weapon damage, health and shield sash barriers. You have barrier. Reinforced armor. Detonate the field to lift and dangle nearby targets. Reduce all forms of damage taken. Slow down power use. Alright, I'm going to max this out first. Let's just give you all of the health and shield plus power damage. Health and shield by 30%. Yes. Biotic power damage, tech power damage. I'll have you go tech power because I'm not going to be using you for most of this game. Not that tech power isn't useful, it's just something different, even though I'm not going to be using them. I don't really care. Increase squad mate, tech and biotic power damage. Increase recharge speed of squad mate shields. We'll go with a little defensive on you. I want Reeve, so we'll up it there, there, and there. Okay, duration or radius. Drain target's health, disrupt the resistance, receiving increased damage protection while the power is in effect, effective against barriers and armor. Impact radius by 3 meters. See, I think if this was my skill, I would probably go with duration. But I want him to have radius. Set him up to do some combos. Alright, in Vega, I'm going to go ahead and max this out. Weapon damage, health and shield. Health and shield. You are going to be a tank. Decrease shield recharge delay. Increase power damage. Increase squad mate health and shields. Increase health and shield bonuses. Increase melee damage. Sure, you can have that. My big bruiser. Rip a target to shreds with a vicious blast. Major collateral damage to enemies nearby. Effective against armor. Reinforce armor using protective Focult currents. Alright, I'm going to give you just one level of carnage so that you have the skill to use. I'm going to get fortification up as high as it will go. Damage protection. Increase melee damage bonus for 30%. Okay, I'm going to do durability. Okay. Hey, Drew.
I'm glad you're so optimistic. Yeah, we've got Reapers invading Earth. The station here is offline. A little dust storm seems like the least of our worries. Fair enough.
Just before sweet potatoes are mashed, they become very quiet. This is known as the silence of the yams. Yes, I've heard that one before. Actually, I think I might have heard that one before from you. Saw you on PS5 earlier. Oh, did you send a message on the PS5? We put on Conservative Vibes channel on YouTube for background noise. So while we were just listening to that, but watching actually my roommate play Mass Effect 2. Apparently me talking about my playthrough of Mass Effect for stream has been making him want to play the game again, so... Oh, there we go.
What's that? I know we're here now.
I love that skill.
Sure looked like it. Cerberus, what are they doing here on Mars? Good question. You don't know. I'm not with them anymore, Caden, if that's what you're asking. It wasn't, but you have to admit, it's a bit, convenient.
No, I don't. Kind of how I felt when you play Odyssey. I mean, that's fair. Especially the way Odyssey did you dirty like that. I can't fault you for that. Okay, so I have this to right bumper. Throw is left bumper. Singularity is Y. Okay. So singularity, warp, throw.
Look out!
Oh, you bastards. Dodge that, bitch.
Doesn't look like they came here in force. Yeah, just a few vehicles. Must have had help from the inside. You could be right. No way they could take this facility with anything less than a full battalion.
Yeah, I mean...
Commander, I thought you told Cerberus to screw off after you wiped
I
out
do
that collector
a
base at
lot
Raptor. That's exactly what I did.
of those
Well, one thing's for
Assassin's
sure,
Creed
you're
games
no friend of
myself,
the
but
Alliance. Agreed.
I don't bother trying to 100% them. That's a little insane for as much as you have to do in those games. I still say you're a freaking machine for doing that.
Shepard, I need a straight answer. About what? Do you know anything about why Cerberus is here? What makes you think I know what
Caden,
they're
you
up to?
dipshit.
You work for them, for God's sakes. How am I not
No,
supposed
I
to think
didn't.
that? We joined forces to take down the Collectors. That's it. There's more to it. They rebuilt you from the ground up. They give you a ship. Resources. Let me be clear. I've had no contact with Cerberus since I destroyed the Collector base. And I have no idea why they're here now or what they want. Commander Shepard's been under constant surveillance since coming back to Earth. No way they've communicated since. Sorry, Shepard. It's just that...
I shouldn't have to explain myself to you, Kaidan. Please, trust me.
I do, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
Who it be? Dr. Genocide, yeah. I will definitely allow that because it's true. Ashley's a cunt. Kaidan is an idiot. But it should be no surprise that I prefer an idiot to a cunt. Miranda
Easy
grows
there,
on you.
Lieutenant. She's with us.
She loosens up later in the game.
Shepard, thank the goddess you're alive.
Liara.
I was
Liara.
worried when the reports came in. They hit Earth hard.
Yeah. It was hard to leave like that.
Kaidan, I'm sorry. But why'd you come here?
Hackett ordered us to come. Said you'd know what was going on.
I do.
Hallelujah. Some answers, finally.
Maybe. I've discovered plans for a Prothean device. One that could wipe out the Reapers.
Here on Mars?
In the Prothean archives, yes.
We've known about the archives for decades. Why now?
Process of elimination, mixed with a little desperation. When you destroyed the Alpha Relay, you bought us some time. But then you were under investigation. I knew I had to do something. Hackett knew it too. He contacted me, asking if I would use my resources as a shadow broker to find a way to stop the Reapers. My search led me here. Hackett got me access to the archives and kept me updated on your status. I meant to come see you, but
You left her behind at the black market pirate ship thing. Oh, you're talking about Liara? Yeah, the Shadow Broker place. Liara is the new Shadow Broker, so that's her place now. Or it was. She kind of relocates to the Normandy now in this game.
I was under house arrest. There wasn't much I could do to help you anyway.
I suppose you're right. In any case, my work paid off. The archives are full of data, an overwhelming amount. I think I found what we need.
And yes, that is scripted. She always stays behind at the Shadow Broker's ship. That is where your collaboration with her ends. She never really officially joins your crew in the second game.
I guess I'll believe it when I see it. Where do we find this weapon?
It's not a weapon, not yet. It's plans for a device, a blueprint.
It's more than we had a minute ago. How do we get it?
The archives are just across that tramway. Assuming Cerberus hasn't locked it down.
What do
Oh,
they
they
have?
have.
Yeah, they seem hell-bent on catching you.
They want what I'm here for. What we're all here for.
But why?
The Protheans came close to defeating the Reapers. They had plans to destroy them, but ran out of time.
And anything powerful enough to
Either
destroy
way,
the
same
Reapers.
result.
Just might be something Cerberus would be interested in.
So it's a race to the archives.
We've got company.
Bring it on.
That is impossible. Jack was not in the first one.
Get back to the shuttle. If Cerberus beats us to the archives, I need you covering the exits.
But
Jack is only an official member of your crew in the second game. She shows up in this game, but she doesn't ever join your crew.
I hear them. We should take cover.
Looks like they found us.
My people are all biotics. Every damn one of them. Blah. Oh wow, how did you miss?
Can't hide forever.
How did that miss? Yes. Yes, that is exactly what I'm doing, kid.
That's all of them.
Good. Let's find a way up.
No. No, that's Ashley. The first game she died because I didn't do the black dude side quest. Yeah, that's the second game. The black dude is Jacob, who was Miranda's second in command. That's the second game.
How'd Cerberus get into the facility?
Not sure. One minute we were getting reports of the Reaper invasion. The next, there was chaos. Didn't even realize it was Cerberus at first.
Could they be working with the Reapers?
Doubtful. But I suppose anything's possible.
I am the last person that's going to judge you for forgetting some of these things. Because, like, my memory is always all over the place. It's interesting. I do not remember that being a thing, but apparently it is. That's good to know. Dodge rolling in this game is so easy that I've been doing it on accident. Oh god, it's easy to do. These games will suck you in. Like, holy crap, they'll suck you in. Oh. I am super happy that they'll let you run,
They
like,
sabotaged the elevator.
There's gotta be another way up.
of course they did. That's why I didn't go up it. Oh yeah, I forgot you can jump in this game. Oh, it won't let me over there. But yeah, I started to say something there and completely lost track of it. I don't even remember what I was saying now.
Shepard, take cover.
Bitch. I don't know what you thought you were trying to do. Getting up in my face like that. Didn't get much sleep last night. I'm only half paying attention anyhow. It's fine. I only half make sense, so it's
We'll need
appropriate.
access to the pedway. Controls should be nearby.
Data pad. From ExoGenie. Cameron Harrison is making kind of cutting edge technologies. Every other offer you've made, we're going to have to decline. Our proprietary rights have gone over your contracts again and found them lacking again. And in short, we're not interested. Please don't contact us anymore with your generous offers. Best, C. Harrison. The game where you go into a mutant alien compound and have to fight an awful lady boss. Into a mutant alien compound. And have to fight an awful lady. Are you talking about a Mass Effect game? Talking about Mass Effect, right? No, that is the first game. That is when you go up against Matriarch Benezia and fight the Thorian Creeper. That's the third game, the first game.
Odd. What the?
Yeah, that boss was.
Try.
The very first time I fought it sucked a little bit, but like once you get the mechanics of it down, it's really not that bad.
Security's been tampered with. Shepard, see if you can gain access to the pedway. I can't seem to unlock the live feeds, but
Did you see that?
Like
What's that
literally, which is the game where you save
that's Dr.
Garrus.
Vivacare. She got here about a week
Well,
ago.
Sniper. Yeah, that's the second game.
Any luck?
It's going by Archangel. You don't even know who it is until you get to him.
All right. Looks like there's construction nearby. We can get out on the roof. We can find a way around from there.
Great. Let's move.
But yeah, I think the worst thing about the Thorian Creeper fight is the fact that the Thorian Creeper minions are all crouched down when you first see them, and they're freaking invincible. They won't take damage from anything you do until they get up and move around. And some of the times they wait till you go past some of them so that you're surrounded by the time they get up. That's what sucks about that area. Like if you try to go through that area fast, you will be surrounded and overwhelmed.
That storm's getting close. What the hell? Looks like the Alliance.
Commander, you read me?
Barely. Storm's causing interference.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've lost contact with the Normandy. What's your position?
I didn't read that. James. Repeat. Damn it.
That storm's going to be in here very soon.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
that's
already
probably
here.
how it kicked
Good
your butt a
point.
couple of times, because the boss itself doesn't really fight. It keeps spawning clones of an Asari commando that has to fight you on top of fighting the little Thorian creeper zombies.
This airlock shouldn't be open.
Doesn't look like it was forced open.
No, you have to override security protocols. Someone vented the air from this room while they were still here.
Looks like they died trying to claw their way out.
This is brutal, even by Cerberus standards.
Show Den to Cameron Harrison. Cam, who the hell is that woman messing in my files? Get her out of here. I won't have my system messed up by some wannabe expert who'll be gone next week. Damn strangers who think they know it all but don't care about what we're really trying to achieve here. Dr. Eva, seriously? Don't you remember what happened last time? Nope, not gonna let me over there.
Flashlights.
What's our order? There's an Alliance force in here somewhere. We need to get them away.
Ooh, SMG scope. Actually, that's a decent point. I was breaking my own rule here. I've been pistol since I very first started this character, and I've been using SMG this game. Didn't even realize it.
Sorry here, I think perhaps I was viewed with a little suspicion. I spent most of my time researching alone, translating.
And what did you discover?
Bits and pieces, really. Clues. It took them centuries to conquer the Protheans. In that time, the few Prothean survivors searched desperately for a way to stop the Reapers. If my translations are correct, they found a way. But in the end, they didn't have the resources to follow through with their plan. need to pressurize the room first. There we go. We have access to the labs. They'll take us right to the tram station.
Hey, there's a recording of what happened here.
Security station. Come in. We're seeing some odd activity down here. Our security protocols just kicked in. Everything's locked down. Doctor, I'll get you a report as soon as...
Dr. Eva Braun.
I guess we know how Cerberus got in.
I should have realized it when I met her. I was just so focused on finding a way to stop the Reapers.
Stopping the Reapers is the only thing we should be focused on. It's not your fault.
But what if we're wrong? What if there's no way to stop them? What if these are our last days and we spend them scurrying around trying to solve a problem we can't fix?
Come on, Liara.
I know. I shouldn't think that way. I don't know how you do it. You've always stayed focused even in the worst situations.
When there's so much at stake, I just think about what I'd lose if I failed.
That's a terrible burden.
We'll stop them, Liara. Together.
Thanks, I want to believe you. Okay, doors open. We can get to the labs and tram station through there.
Good. Let's move.
Hopefully, I want a perimeter set up around the tram station. No one gets in.
Alright.
Echo Squad, report.
Don't want it. Pistols I've only got one of. Assault rifles, I don't want it. Okay. It's great because... well, I guess it doesn't really matter because it doesn't change my power recharge speed either way. That does. I don't have any snipers yet. And I don't have no shotguns. I guess I can't... ah, okay, X is for mods. I just don't have any mods for it. Gotcha. Stick a scope on there. SMG ultralight materials, I'll take that. Amelia Hatterson. Hey, stupid head. I won't ask how you're doing since I hear you guys are propagating germs in the shape of a cold down there in storage. Look, I know your Prothean doodads are fascinating and all, but you guys have got to stop burning the midnight oil and keep regular sleeping hours, honestly. Anyway, I figured your latest findings, I forwarded your latest findings to HQ on Earth, and someone is depressurizing the area. Warn security. Alright, I think instead of throw, I need to have pull mapped to my left bumper. Let's see if that does any better against those armored bastards. Big shields. Yeah, I know 2 external specialists in the same week is a bit insane, but Hudson, I've heard about Yasari before. She's really well known, and she's done some amazing research on the Protheans. I don't know zip about that Dr. Eva chick, but Liara Tassoni, she's the real thing. I'm attaching some of her advanced papers on Prothean culture. Read them. You'll be a believer too when you're done. I can't wait until they introduce her to people. This is so exciting, Faiza. Be gone, Cerberus one. That works a lot better. Holy crap, is that better? Okay.
God, what's that stench?
They just activated the decontamination protocols.
With the staff still inside.
Personal notes S. Esparza. We haven't been able to decipher much, if any, of the language yet, but the visual documentation gives us some idea as to what they were studying, namely us. They seemed particularly interested in early humanity's evolutionary process, judging by the way they organized their files and highlighted specific occasions. It seems a bit fantastic to write this, but everything indicates that they seem to be trying to chart the curve of humanity's intellectual progression. Before, you know,
More than I
they
could
started
describe in a short conversation, and they'd only
being
scratched
eradicated.
the surface. There are vaults filled with Prothean data troves that have never been studied. That's the tram line. Takes us right to the archives. No doubt Cerberus has it locked down. Hopefully we can override it at the security station. It's just through here.
I like people the way I like my tea. In a bag held underwater. Oh, God. That's extremely morbid. Okay. It's a shotgun. I don't want that.
understatement. I take it that's the only way in.
It's the only way I know of.
We'll skirt around it. Stay out of its sights.
I'll move up first. Don't let it target you!
Damn it.
Come on.
Watch it!
Keep moving.
Shit!
Clear. The turret can't fire on us from here.
I do love a well-placed singularity. There are few things better. Boom, 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 boom. Research notes T. Jasmine. The last location seems to have run dry, but judging from the communication system layout and the backup server supplies equipped by the first Prothean research base we discovered, we think a secondary base may be located deeper underground. We're going to need permission from the powers that be to excavate further, but considering the recent renewal in enthusiasm for the work we're doing here, I don't think the clearance will be an issue.
Set up a perimeter. No one else comes across.
We still have teams on the other side.
No one! And shut down those cameras.
Looks like they've made it to the archives.
And I doubt they'll just send us a tram.
Can you override it?
The archives are on a separate network. We're completely locked out.
Not if we can find a short-range communicator, helmet to helmet.
And?
And we convince them that we're on their side. Tell them the Alliance forces have been taken care of.
Good idea. See what you can find. What?
The Major has become very capable.
Agreed.
Commander, I found something.
What have you got?
He's got a transmitter in his helmet. If I can... My God. Looks like a husk.
Yeah, not quite. But they've definitely done something to him.
And by they, you mean Cerberus? They did this to their own guy? Is this what they did to you?
How can you compare me to him?
Shepard, I don't know what you are, or who. Not since Cerberus rebuilt you. For all I know, you could be their puppet, controlled by the elusive man himself.
That's not fair, kid.
Don't try to explain it. I don't think I'd understand anyway.
Probably not. Like I said, you're an idiot.
That I followed to hell and back, still in there. Somewhere.
They didn't change me, Caden. But words won't convince you, will they?
Probably not.
I didn't think so. You were always stubborn.
Me?
Come on, let's see what Cerberus is up to. Maybe we'll both get some answers. Hello, this is Delta Team. Anybody there?
Where the hell have you been? Never mind, what's your status?
We're at the tram station, waiting for extraction. All hostiles terminated.
Roger that. Echo Team will ride over and secure the station.
Think they bought it?
If they didn't, they'll figure it out soon enough.
We should get in position. Flank them when they get off the tram.
Good thinking, Major.
Understood.
I'm on it.
Here they come.
God, I love these biotic abilities in this game. Ooh, the M92 Mantis. That's a snipper rifle. Can't stop yawning. My eyes are leaking everywhere. Oh my god, he sprung a leak.
Storm's getting bad. We better wrap this up quickly.
The archives are right on the other side.
That and a squad of angry Cerberus troops.
And kaboom!
Damn. They really didn't want us getting in here.
Yes, it confirms my assertions about the value of the data stored here.
Maybe they didn't, but they did a piss poor job of keeping us out. And I mean piss poor. Snipper whiffle. love the fact that they fall for the same trick multiple times in a row. It's great. Ooh, M15 Vindicator. Alright, so we got... Okay, so she can't use anything but pistols and submachine guns. Kaidan uses assault rifles and pistols. How about Vindicator, Kaidan? Feel vindicated. It's a shotgun. Snipers, here we go. Not gonna let me do that here, are you?
Kaidan.
Shepard.
Elusive man.
Fascinating race, the Protheans. They left all this for us to discover, but we squandered it. The Alliance has known about the archives for more than 30 years. And what have they done with it?
What do you want?
What I've always wanted. The data in these artifacts holds the key to solving the Reaper threat.
I've seen your solution. Your people are turned into monsters.
Hardly. They're being improved.
Improved?
That's what separates us, Shepard. Where you see a means to destroy, I see a way to control, to dominate and harness the Reaper's
Dumbass.
power. Imagine how strong humanity would be if we controlled them.
Earth is under siege, and you're hatching a scheme to control the Reapers?
You've always been short-sighted, hasty. Your destruction of the Collector base proved that.
That base was an abomination. Hundreds of thousands of humans were murdered there.
This isn't your fight any longer, Shepard. You can't defeat the Reapers.
We'll see.
With the Prothean data.
Work with me. Give me control of your resources, and I'll stop them.
You'd do better than most, but the odds aren't in your favor. More
When has that ever stopped me before?
I don't want the Reapers destroyed. We can dominate them, use their power, harness their very essence to bring humanity to the apex of evolution.
The hubris dripping from this man is ungodly.
You've gone too far. The Reapers will kill us all if we don't stop fighting each other.
I don't expect you to understand, Shepard, and I'm certainly not looking for your approval. You were a tool, an agent with a singular purpose, and despite our differences, you were relatively successful.
God,
But
this
like
bastard.
The rest of the relics in this place, your time is over.
Enough talk. Liara.
Don't interfere with my plan, Shepard. I won't warn you again.
Duly noted.
Shepard,
What?
the data, it's not here.
being erased.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Damn it. How's he doing it?
It's local. Someone's uploading the information.
Hey, step away from the console. Now. She's got the data.
She's faster than she looks.
Stay close. We can't lose her.
There she is.
Stay on her.
She's getting away.
Is she though?
Watch out.
Over there. Down there.
James, you read me? Cerberus has the data. Radio the Normandy. Get them down here now.
Did you see me shoot off one last freaking warbetter? That was pretty funny. I didn't even realize I could do that.
Normandy. Anybody? I got this one.
Reckless, Mr. Bacon, but effective.
Normandy's en route. They'll be here soon.
We need the data.
Let him go.
Orders?
Dispose of him.
Why didn't you shoot her in the back right there?
Grab that thing. Bring it with us.
Shepard, we got Reaper signatures in orbit.
Caden. Caden.
Caden needs medical attention. We have to leave the Sol system.
I know.
The Citadel is our best chance. We can find help there.
Get us to the Citadel, Joker.
Roger that.
Hold on, Caden. See what you and EDI can learn from that thing.
Commander, I'm receiving a signal over the secondary QEC. I believe it's Admiral Hackett.
Patch me through.
I'll forward it to the comm room.
Shepard, are you reading me? Commander.
EDI, can you clear this up?
I'll do my best.
Did you get to the archives?
I was there. So was the Elusive Man.
I was worried Cerberus might try something. Did you get the data?
Most of it. He downloaded some before I could stop him. EDI and Liara are analyzing what we recovered.
What have you learned? Was it worth the effort?
Preliminary evidence suggests the data is a blueprint for a Prothean device.
Device?
A weapon, massive in size and scope, that's capable of unquantifiable levels of destruction.
Send me the data. We'll do our own analysis. If Liara's instincts are right, this might be the key to stopping the Reapers.
I hope so. Major Alenko was critically injured. We're taking him to the Citadel.
Sorry to hear that, Shepard. But we both know this is just the beginning. Talk to the Council, show them what you found. With luck, they'll give you all the support we need.
And if they don't?
Do whatever it takes to get them on board. I'll be in touch soon. Hack it out.
And the dance begins.
Commander, EDI is extracting data from the Cerberus machine. We'll have details to present to the Council by the time we reach the Citadel.
And Major Alenko?
I've done what I can for him, but we need to get him to a medical facility soon. The Admiral's right. It's going to get worse, isn't it?
Unless we stop the Reapers. Yeah.
I've looked at the data. This weapon could be the answer if we can build it. I get the sense you don't quite believe it, though.
You didn't see what they did to Earth. How is one weapon supposed to stop them?
What are our options? You know we can't win this conventionally. Commander? Isn't it worth trying at least?
I'm gonna check on Kaidan and James. Make sure we're ready to present our findings to the Council.
I'm sure the Council will see the need to help.
It'll be a hell of a short war if they don't.
Hell of a short war indeed.
Barely got a pulse here.
Move him out.
Where are you taking him?
Where to Memorial. Best care in the Citadel.
We're not going with?
We need to see the Council.
Right. Looks like they might be coming to see you.
Commander Shepard. Got word you were arriving.
Captain Bailey, good to see you again.
You too. Though it's Commander now.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Now half my job is dealing with political bullshit and escorting dignitaries around. No offense.
None taken. So, you're here to bring us to the Council?
I'm here to tell you the Council is expecting you, but they are dealing with their own problems with the war and everything. They apologize for the inconvenience and blah, 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 blah. Meet them here at Udina's office. They'll be ready soon enough.
All right.
You might have time to go by the medical center if you want to check on progress over there.
Thanks. I might do that.
You go on ahead. I'll head up to Udina's office.
One of my men can show you the way. You?
I'm just a tourist today. I'll try not to get in any trouble.
Commander, we've got a situation in the embassy quarters. We could use your help.
I'll be right there. The other half of my job. I'll see you around, Shepard.
No doubt.
We'll speak again.
But you're on the Normandy, right? I saw it dock. It was last seen on Earth. Did Commander Shepard escape? He did, didn't he? So why would he be here unless he's seeing the Council?
Ma'am, I can't talk about that.
You don't have to. Commander Shepard.
Commander Shepard.
What's going on here?
Commander, just
Who'd you
who
see
I was
today?
looking for. Diana Allers, Alliance News Network. I think we can help each other.
I suppose you want an interview.
Even better. I'm a military reporter with a show called Battle Space. We're carried on just about all Council planets. My producers want me
Such a
embedded on a
dumbass.
human ship, and I want that ship to be the Normandy.
Why would I want that?
God damn it.
Wars can be won or lost in the editing room. And this
I can't
war
believe I
needs
fell
to
for
be
that.
won. I've got Alliance security clearance and operate without a crew. You get veto power over the segments I file. Can you handle an arrangement
I'm gonna
like that?
probably
Or
start
do I
using
keep
that
looking?
myself.
Tell your producers yes, for now. We'll see how it works out. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Any questions?
How much gear can I bring?
1 foot locker.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Ilium is under attack, although the Asari colonies across the galaxy.
Organic civilization is under attack. In general.
Reports say not to depend on comms.
I haven't messed with the Venus since the first game, and I don't think I'm going to start this game.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Let's go to Huerta Memorial Hospital. I am the master, you are but a pupil.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial
You will never get me to call you master. It's just not going to happen. I'm fine if you want to call me Padawan, though.
So, the nurse tells me you refuse to bathe and you only want to talk to another Asari.
Yes. Can I have a gun?
I'm sorry, no.
Maybe I could be transferred to another hospital then. Someplace unsecured. I could have a gun then, right? And no humans. Wherever you transfer me, it shouldn't have humans.
The humans are our allies. You don't trust them?
No, it's not that. How are my eyes? What color are they right now?
Maybe you could tell me what happened.
Iris. Just when you thought the jokes couldn't get any cornea. Oh my god. Eyelash. I swear to God, Drew. I swear to God.
Welcome to Serta.
I will take him at a jail capacity. Peruvian whiskey.
Sales go to help new medical research.
I mean, sure. No idea what it's for, but I imagine it's a quest at some point. Dr. Michelle. Dr. Chloe Michelle.
Here's Shepard now.
Dr. Chakwas, you're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Woods, coordinating closely with Admiral Hackett. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy. and that someone was critically injured.
Oh my god.
I came as fast as I could.
You've
We
got
had
to
run into
stop.
Cerberus synthetic on Mars. Caden took the worst of it. How's he doing?
Very well, all things considered. I'm impressed with Major Alenko's resilience, as well as Dr. Michelle's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
It's like you've got tunnel vision.
It's been 6 months, Doctor. How have you been?
Good. I've been fortunate. When they impounded Normandy, the Alliance didn't really know what to do with me. I was never officially part of Cerberus, and I'd gotten a proper leave of absence from my previous post.
So you hadn't technically done anything wrong by joining me to defeat the Collectors?
Yes, though I suppose if you were judged to be a war criminal, I would have been tried as an accessory.
Your place is in Normandy's medbay, not some lab.
I couldn't agree more. You say the word, and I'm with you.
The Normandy wouldn't be the same without you, Doctor. Get your things. Docking Bay D-24.
Yes, Commander. And thank you.
Don't thank me so soon. Remember, Joker is still aboard.
And I'd be surprised if he's been remembering his medication.
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
Dr. Michelle, it's been a long time. You've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm head physician in a Presidium clinic. You gave me this chance. I assume you're here about Major Alenko.
How is Caden doing?
The head trauma was severe, but we reduced the swelling quickly. These types of injury can go either way. He hasn't regained consciousness yet, but his vitals are strong, so I'm optimistic. You can go see him if you like. He's just down the hall.
Down the hall.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 support staff. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
How are your medical supplies holding up?
We're well stocked now, but I can't say I'm not worried about the future. We've posted guards on our reserves. War profiteering has already begun.
This war may leave a lot of injured people homeless. Can the Citadel clinics care for them all?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst. I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
The Council called the invaders Reapers, the same term once used by disgraced commanders.
Disgraced Commander Shepard.
I'll see if we have the required spatial bindings. Get you back here.
Hi, Doctor. Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Well, we need to prescribe you another round of antibiotics.
For when I ship out?
I have some bad news. Your squad applied the Medigel correctly, but infection had already set in by the time they found you. I'm sorry. I'm afraid we have to remove your leg below the knee.
What? But I don't understand. It doesn't even hurt.
It would if we took you off the painkillers for today.
Reapers, the same term once used by a disgraced Commander Shepard to refer to a theoretical enemy. The Alliance military has abandoned...
Yeah, theoretical assholes. Starzy. Yay, Starzy, how's it going?
Hey, Caden.
I'm good, yeah. Good to see you
I
again,
don't
man.
know if you can hear me.
How you been?
But since you can't tell me to get the hell out either, I'm gonna take my chances. Don't die, Caden. You've got to fight. We need you in this. Seeing you in action again, it reminded me you're a hell of a soldier. The Alliance
Glad
could
to hear
sure
it.
use you. I could use you. You need anything, Doc. Let me know. Come on, Caden. Fight. And that's an order.
Suggests that the entire Batarian hegemony has been destroyed by an unknown force. We have medical ships incoming from Paladin. All staff licensed to treat Turian patients. Please remain on call.
Pavelin. Wow, almost happy 3 years. Oh no, that's 23 days. I don't know where my brain was. 2 year, 1 month. 23 days. Somehow that translated to a year. I don't understand where my brain was there.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select
All
one
right.
moment,
Let's let's go back to the dumb.
Presidium Embassy.
Goddamn council has never listened to a damn thing I had to say. Why would they start now?
Please tell Diplomacy that the Vol Protectorate wishes to assist with the Alliance project. We had a Prothean obelisk that might have helped. Sadly, it was lost in the Shrike Abyssal. Nevertheless, we are committed to helping both the Turian Empire and the Human Alliance.
Good, we're gonna need everybody we can get.
Incursions by enemy forces are being reported in Turian.
23 months, yeah, I think that's where my brain went. But then I'm like, wait a minute, there's not anywhere near that many months. That would be 2 years in itself.
Hello, dear. Perhaps you can help me.
Ah,
Looking for my son.
But
this woman saddens me.
spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks in every week. Only he hasn't checked in for a while now.
I don't know if she's getting Alzheimer's or if she's just in denial. Maybe some sort of
yes.
civilian sympathetic PTSD.
Notes on his file state he's not under contact.
I'm not sure how all that works or the terminology behind them.
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The Council's simply not granting interviews at this time.
My viewers are going to know that CSEC and the Council are denying them access.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Commander Shepard? Commander Humanity has questions.
Damn press.
See, you're keeping the peace.
Yeah, I feel like a glorified doorman.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts? I'd rather be back down in the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but I'm not a political creature.
If you didn't want to be upped, why'd you accept?
You don't say no to Counselor Udina. Well, maybe you would, but I gotta live here. I know, Squeaky will get the oil, but I didn't lobby for promotion like some other officers. I'm not even sure why you picked me. I never know with politicians. I hate political BS.
Because you didn't ask. That's why the good ones get picked.
Don't lose your edge. You might need it.
I wouldn't mind an excuse to get my fingers dirty. It's killing me about Earth.
You and me both.
I haven't been back in years. Now I may never. If this ain't the end of days, it's pretty damn close. I'm up to my neck in trouble, but if there's anything you need, I'll do my damnedest to help.
Thought things were relatively quiet here.
Well, compared to where you're coming from, sure. But the war's being felt everywhere. Millions across the galaxy have been displaced, and most of them come here.
Must have you doing somersaults.
Yeah, already allocated the bulk of my men to customs, but we're still overtaxed, cataloging and processing them all.
Anything important going on around here?
You kidding? With the Reapers running roughshod through the galaxy, it seemed like the Council is in constant session. We got more ambassadors and dignitaries here than ever before pleading their cases. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, really.
It was Udina who made you a commander, huh?
He's become an even bigger shot around here. Got a lot of ambition. He suspected Executor Palin was conspiring against the Council and had me investigate.
Find anything incriminating?
Yeah, enough to arrest him. And when Palin resisted, I was forced to kill him. Udina rewarded me with the promotion. Near as I can tell, being a commander just means I'm putting out different fires.
Is the Citadel gearing up for war?
There's a false sense of security here. Even people from worlds that have gone down act like they're safe. I guess it's not just human nature. We all lie to ourselves to deal with horror.
You got loved ones out there?
Somewhere. Ex-wife I lost track of, and a son and daughter. They're still on Earth.
I'm sorry, Bailey.
Yeah, I'm just like everyone else. I'm losing myself and things I can control. And at the moment, that means creating the illusion of security here.
We both have jobs to do, Bailey. I suggest we do them.
Yep. Good talking to you, Shepard.
Bailey's one of the good ones. Welcome to Spectre Information Processing Center. I don't know where that came from, the extra S. This terminal offers secure information access and support for authorization of covert missions or requisitions. It is restricted to operatives currently on active duty with special tactics and reconnaissance. Any operation requiring payment can be executed at the terminal nearby, which supports secure and untraceable financial transactions. Quarian Fleet Intel. Quarian Pilgrim Genvolan Narnima. That's a mouthful. On the Citadel received a large credit transfer from the fleet. Genvolan purchased tech including high-end weapons, weapon mounts, and kinetic barrier emitters. God, I cannot read right now. From several ship service centers. On Ilium, another Quarian pilgrim, unidentified, was observed searching for a ship traveling close to the Perseus Veil. The pilgrim was later heard saying that his pilgrimage was recalled. Data suggests the Quarian fleet is withdrawing its pilgrims and upgrading ships for combat somewhere in the Perseus Veil. This could be a reaction to the Reaper invasion, but no formal offer or request for assistance has come. Intel suggests the Quarians may instead be preparing for conflict with the Geth. Oh yeah. Don't think I'll be going that way. Eagle, Valiant, Crusader, Hurricane, Piranha, Typhoon. See, I don't really have weapon preferences aside from the Widow, Sniper, and the, I think it's called the Scorpion pistol, the little mine shooter, sticky mine launcher. It's pretty great. Pistol. No. I do not need that. Alright, let's take a quick jaunt up here. See if there's anything or anyone to talk to, and there's not, so let's go to Counselor's office.
Commander, Counselor Udina said you'd be coming. If you'll follow me, the council is already in session.
We've got our own problems, Counselor. Earth is not in this alone.
But Earth was the first Council world hit. By all reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
By your reports.
The reports are accurate. Earth was attacked. By the Reapers. And it's just the beginning. We need your help. Everything you can spare.
Each of us faces a similar situation. Even now, the Reapers are pressing on our borders. If we lend you our strength to help Earth, our own worlds will fall.
We must fight this enemy together.
And so we should just follow you to Earth?
Even if we were to unite our fleets, do you really believe we could defeat the Reapers?
I don't expect you to follow me without a plan.
Counselors, we have that plan. A blueprint, created by the Protheans during their war with the Reapers.
A blueprint for what?
We're still piecing it together. But it appears to be a weapon of some sort.
Capable of destroying the Reapers?
So it would seem.
The scale is... it would be a colossal undertaking.
No. I forwarded the plans to Admiral Hackett. The remnants of the human fleet are already gathering resources to begin construction.
Our initial calculations suggest it is very feasible to build.
If we work together.
Have you considered that the Reapers destroyed the Protheans? What good did this weapon do?
It was incomplete. There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the Catalyst. But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Do you really believe this can stop the Reapers?
Liara believes it can work, and so do I. And while I haven't always agreed with Udina, he's right about this. We need to stand together. Now more than ever. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
The cruel and unfortunate truth is that while the Reapers focus on Earth, we can prepare and regroup.
We are convening a summit amongst our species. If we can manage to secure our own borders, we may once again consider aiding.
I'm sorry, Commander. That is the best we can do.
Shepard, meet me in my office.
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
They're a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard. We may have a spot on the Council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so blind?
They're scared, and they're looking out for themselves.
Our people are scared, and we are looking out for them the best we know how.
Counselor?
Commander, I can't give you what you need, but I can tell you how to get it.
I'm listening.
Primarch Fedorian called the War Summit, but we lost contact with him when the Reapers hit Palaven. Those meetings won't proceed without him. The Normandy is one of the few ships that can extract Primarch Fedorian undetected.
So far, you've only explained how I can help you.
It might seem that way. But the leaders of this summit will be the ones deciding our future. The fate of our fleets, where they fight, and with whom. A grateful Primarch would be a tremendous ally in your bid to unite us.
We're at war. And you want me to play politician?
If it gets you what you need, what does it matter? Our latest intelligence says that the Primarch was moved to a base on Palaven's largest moon. I've done all I can to help. The rest is up to you. There is one other thing. The Council wanted me to tell you. We've chosen to uphold your Spectre status. And various resources will be made available to you. Good day.
Well, that went well.
It's a start. I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
Counselor Adina, please contact the Turian Embassy. Danelle Adina to Turian Embassy.
The Council. You saved their lives. And for what? Apologies that boil down to maybe later. If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Humanity has created some goodwill in the galaxy. Now we cash in our chips. I will get what funding I can, what materials I can, and spread the message. Help the humans, help yourselves. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
What's your read on the counselors? Any angles I could pursue?
Tavos is a diplomat and compromiser, but she's wrapped up in defending Asari space like a mother panther. Valern is out of his depth. The Solarians like their wars won before they start. They're frightened now. Use that. In Sparatus, I'd take what he offers. It's strange days when the Turians are the least hostile to humans, and there's a need there.
You're a Citadel counselor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites and the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis. I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose Garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
I should go.
I'll be here.
Counselor, how do you respond to allegations that you're going to turn traitor later in this game?
Commander Shepard. Commander, the
Khalisah
people of the Alliance.
Bint Sanan
Commander
al-Jalani?
Shepard. Khalisah Bint Sinan al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect from the Alliance?
I came to get help for Earth. For everyone.
What about all the people suffering while you play politics with the Council? What about them? How can you stand here while our families die? What are you going to do?
Khalisah, we're doing everything we can.
Before they cut the feeds, there were so many dead.
I'm gonna stop the Reapers or die trying. But I need your help. Keep asking the hard questions. Don't let the Council forget about Earth.
I will. Thank you, Commander. We haven't always seen eye to eye, but I'm glad you're on our side.
The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster to incoming Reaper forces. Recent intel suggests that the entire...
Hello, James.
Hey, Commander. Liara told me the Council's not interested in helping us.
Something like that.
Why would they? Look at this place. There's no war here. People are whispering about it. They're talking about it, but they don't really believe it.
I take it this is your first time here? With the elite of the galaxy?
I've been to the Citadel, but never up here on the Presidium. It's not right. It looks pretty, calm and peaceful. But it's not right. It's all just an illusion.
You're not wrong.
Once.
But was it? Really? I mean, when push comes to shove, they're just gonna turtle up. Hope it don't hit them too, right? They'd rather believe in this than face the truth.
Yes, Mr. Muscles indeed. That man is very sturdily built. Met a dude once with no shins. His name was Tony. I'm not sure I understand the joke there. With no shins. Yeah, I'm not sure I understand that joke.
I can hardly believe it myself.
Oh,
Like everyone back on Earth
Tony.
is some kind of nightmare.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's what I hate most.
When
It's
you
like this
slow
place
it down
wants
and
you
say
to
it that way, it makes perfect sense.
So, you still want to go back to Earth?
Hell yeah, but
Bud?
you were right. So was Anderson. We can't stop them alone. Besides, looks like you're gonna have your hands full convincing these pendejo politicians to help us. And I'm up for it. Whatever it takes.
Glad to hear it.
I'm gonna head down to some of the lower levels where they keep it real. You got some spare time? You should come and find me.
Maybe I'll do that.
Early reports indicate that Earth has fallen to the same enemy force that attacked Batarian space. Incursions by enemy forces are being reported in Turian colonies. Fighting is said to have reached Palaven. Ilium is under attack. Although the Asari colony is across the galaxy from Palaven and Earth, the invading force appears to be the same that attacked those planets. According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive and organized invasion plan.
Pay attention, people. The way the world's going, any one of us could be hearing that from our local news stations soon. Swear to God, the whole world is losing their fucking mind.
Incoming Reaper forces.
Oh, that's not the right room. Alright, so I have 31,000 and that's it. That's not enough for no new weapons yet. And that's the shooting range. I do that every time I go to leave this place. I see door and go, ooh, exit. Even though it's not. Come on, Shepard, run like you're in combat. Run like your ass is on fire.
According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive...
Run like a 6-year-old kid depends on it.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
One more quick trip around Huerta just to see if anything has changed and I can pick up a quest somewhere.
Memorial Hospital.
We were deployed to Tiptree. It's a small human colony. We were supposed to help with evac. The enemy was landing. Just scouts, the Turian things, a few of the big ones. We were spread over half the continent, getting colonists to shuttles, wiping out husks.
It sounds like you were doing good work.
Could I have a gun? I'd feel a lot better.
Just tell me what happened at Tiptree.
The Turian things, those would be the Marauders. Pretty sure that once I bought this out, it doesn't restock at any point, so. Dr. Michel? Dr. Chloe Michel? Okay, nobody started talking. Nothing to interact with and nobody talking.
You can replace my leg, right?
Yes, but clone tissue replacement takes months. You'll need a prosthetic.
Oh no.
I highly recommend talking to our resident psychiatrist before the operation.
Across the galaxy from Halligan and Earth, the invading force appears to be the same that attacked those planets.
Alright, let's head back to the docking area. Back to el elevator.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
Suggests that the entire Batarian hegemony has been destroyed by an unknown force.
Hello, Keeper.
So, you're just silent behind enemy lines until the war is over.
They've got us on rotation. We're mostly in fortified holding zones until strike teams clear an area. Then we come in and set up medical bunkers and supply depots. And then the main fleet comes in to occupy.
I'm not wearing commando leather, honey. What does that mean?
We'll be perfectly safe. They don't put engineers on the front lines.
But you won't be able to talk to us.
Wait, what? I mean... What? Did I pass out the moment that I went through the door? What the hell happened here? Am I gonna wake up in sickbay? I thought these were dream sequences. Did that kid have a gun? I hate that it won't let you run, and this is as fast as you can go through this dream sequence. The kid's tougher than me. If I was on fire, I'd be screaming like a bitch.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right?
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
When the Reapers hit, I could hear people screaming in the streets below me. We left a lot of them behind.
There's no way for you to save them all. But I know you're doing everything you can, and you'll get back there in time to help.
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Trainer with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
Slow down, Specialist Trainer. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line, quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Oh wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how... attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCom.
Admiral Hackett. Whack it.
Commander.
Twist it.
Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
Hackett says.
We did present them with a lot of unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want immediate solutions, not theories.
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
Anything on the side? Is there anything on the side? Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, the War Terminal. I almost forgot about the War Terminal. The people, weapons, armies, and fleets that you've accumulated are your war assets. The overall readiness of the galaxy determines how effectively these assets will perform in the final battle. Right now, we just have Alliance assets. Khalisah bint Sinan al-Jilani. Model of an Alliance shuttle. Okay, that's something for my quarters.
Come on, Sarah. If Thestia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, you can be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
She's not wrong.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They're doing everything they can.
Did they at least validate our parking? Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake.
Never change, Joker. Never change.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Alright, Special Ops from Stephen Hackett. Shepard, Alliance forces are stretched thin across the galaxy. We need your specific talents for a series of ops. These missions will open doors for the Alliance in places we can't touch through conventional means. We'll deploy operatives to hold point after you've completed your objectives. I need you to head to a Cerberus lab on the planet Sanctum. I'll brief you when you're inbound, Hackett. Reinstatement from Stephen Hackett. This letter formally acknowledges your reinstatement into the Alliance Navy per Admiral David Anderson's recent verbal communication. Under Emergency War Powers Regulation 903.5, you are hereby authorized to assume command of the Normandy SR-2. You are directed to begin interdiction operations against any and all enemies posing a threat to Earth, its colonies, and its allies. Furthermore, you are granted diplomatic authority to establish treaties with non-human races as required to support your mission. Sincerely, Admiral Stephen Hackett. Emergency flash traffic. Urgent. Alliance fleet operations. All Alliance military personnel. This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. All Alliance military personnel are directed to evacuate Sol System at first available opportunity. Do not attempt Earth approach. Heavy enemy resistance reported. Repeat, do not attempt Earth approach. Further instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. Earth-based Alliance personnel unable to evacuate are directed to commence any and all necessary countermeasures. All remaining Alliance personnel outside Sol Theater are directed to muster at pre-appointed staging areas and commence offensive combat operations at first available opportunity. In absence of further instruction, independent action is authorized. K9. Subject, my dog. I was a contractor working on the Normandy's haptic interface when it was in dry dock. Your VI, Edie, emailed me to let me know I left my dog mech on board. I'm all the way out in Terra Nova now. Would hate for you to go to a million clicks out of your way to drop off my dog. Please, just take care of her. She likes exploring, sniffing chemical trails and 750-volt outlets. Thank you, and sorry for the trouble. I promise she won't be too much of a headache. Andrea Brown. Oh yeah, that's the robo-dog in the cargo bay. ANN alert, new article, Quarian Fleet. Citadel, where is the Quarian fleet? The latest intelligence shows the Reapers are taking system after system at a feverish pace. Members of all races are fleeing their stations, colonies, and in some cases their homeworlds. This kind of forced exodus might seem especially familiar to the nomadic Quarians, who were pushed off their homeworld by the synthetic Geth centuries ago. But as the galaxy pushes back against the Reapers, the Quarians are conspicuously absent. Turian and Alliance spokespeople cannot provide the fleet's current location. They say they have other concerns at the moment. Whatever the Quarians are up to, they want it kept secret from the Council. After a refueling stop at Ilium, the fleet left no stated destination. And there are also reports of a galaxy-wide call for all young adult Quarians to abandon their pilgrimage to rejoin the fleet. Greedy and short-sighted powers will always try to gain the upper hand in times of galactic crisis. We can only hope that whatever the Quarians are planning does not interfere with the only thing that should matter, stopping the Reapers. Read Ruxius Aurelius's regular column, View of the Empire, exclusively on ANN. Welcome back gift from Edie. While we were in dry dock, Joker suggested that a small welcoming gift would be appropriate to have on hand should you be reinstated as commanding officer. As the ship does not have the capacity to accommodate the dancers he suggested, I chose something from the Official Systems Alliance catalog. Soldiers who have held an N7 designation for 5 years or more are entitled to a commemorative hooded jacket for wear on off-duty hours. You will find it among the selection of casual clothing in your cabin. Thoughtful. You have an upgrade waiting. Great for you. Simply access the terminal in Dr. Tassoni's office at your convenience and implement it. Have a pleasant day. Glyph. Priority mission. Eden Prime. Commander, Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime and is now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretched too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony, but we've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. In the process, we've learned that Cerberus has uncovered a major Prothean artifact. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be the reason for the attack on the colony. We need you to infiltrate the colony and recover the artifact. Ah, I know what this is. This is a new crew member opportunity.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay. Yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
Cision Mark IV.
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
Carry on, Specialist.
Commander Shepard.
Okay, that is no longer a doorway. Let's go to my personal cabin for just a momento. No fishes, because I didn't buy them last game. So Red, Liara, and James are the only squad members that I currently have. And I've found 2 ships total. I like the casual outfit with the hoodie. Alright, so far I have 2 sets of armor. The Cerberus Ajax and the Alliance armor set. Shield regen. Sure. It's only one, only one, only one. Turn the music on and walk away. We're going to test the soundproofing for this ship. No? Nothing? Okay, this was Samara's room. Absolutely nothing of interest in it right now. Ashley Williams, the only crew member that I have lost in any of these games so far. This was poor old Thane's room. Nice to see they haven't moved the bathroom. Oh, hey, they put in a card table. Still got the bar, but I can't drink anymore. Which is a shame, because you would think this mission in this game would be the one to really drive you to drinking. And here's Liara's room, where Miranda used to be set up. That is a lot of monitors. I forgot about the wall of monitors she had.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you've found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Meeting with the council didn't go too well, huh?
It was less than ideal.
I'm shocked.
At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Becoming the big info brokers turned you into a
gimmick, Liara. I like it.
I'm flattered. I think.
Armor mod kit. Farron has persuaded his contacts to ship an armor mod kit to the Normandy. Technically illegal in Citadel space, the kit's Omnigel converters and manufacturing fabricator can make a one-time modification to Shepard's armor, improving shield strength or adding thermal clip compartments. Ammo capacity or shield strength? Well, I'm definitely going shield strength. Don't need the ammo capacity bonus. I barely use my guns. Liara?
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
The thought means a lot, Liara. Thanks.
You're welcome. And since I didn't mention it before, it's good to be back, Shepard.
Excuse me, son, you're gonna drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod, Lincoln. Alright, broker terminal, what does this do?
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Glyph, remind me to clean up these old notes. Perhaps viewing them will lead to something useful for the Prothean device. University of Ceres agreed to sponsor me as the Prothean dig on Dretidrop. Very exciting. Professor Hennel is heading the expedition herself. Maybe I can even ask her for opinion on my thesis outline. Attachment: Thesis on Prothean First Contact Protocols. I believe Dr. Joshan was right to suggest that the Prothean artifacts we unearthed are from the Third Age, not the Fourth. What an embarrassing mistake. At least he seemed to approve of the rest of the paper. Attachment: Paper on a comparison of Prothean technology to modern Asari circuit logic. Part 1. I'm going on the Therum expedition. I never thought I'd gain permission to visit the Prothean ruins there, but the University of Ceres must have secured the funding after all. Now to pack. Attachment: Paper on the end of the Prothean Empire. Part 2. Goodness, this human Shepard has the key to comprehending the Protheans on an instinctual, subconscious level. If only I could have been there when the commander touched the beacon on Eden Prime. I'll try to learn more about this cipher on board the Normandy. The involvement of the Reapers is troubling, to say the least. Attachment: Paper on the end of the Prothean Empire with correction notes. I reviewed the old Shadow Broker's footage of the Collectors. It's chilling to know that they're the Protheans' husks. At least nothing sentient could possibly remain after what the Reapers did to them. Paper on Prothean biology. Message from Operative Farron to the broker. I made contact with Tazik yesterday. The look on his face was priceless. He's not happy you put me in charge of scouting the Terminus systems, but he's doing a good job of keeping us alive. I've never seen so many pirates and mercs on edge. The black market's unreliable, and it's getting harder to make contact with suppliers. The Alliance won't be able to rely on it as a source of crucible materials for long if things get worse. Some of the other operatives think we should cut our losses now, but I just keep asking them, when did the odds ever stop the broker? Farron. P.S. I hope you finally got our little friend Droney to stop saying shadow and broker out loud in the same sentence to anyone in sight. Okay.
Enjoy your day.
I'm not sure what that looks like anymore, Glyph. The main battery. Excuse me, son, you're gonna drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln.
Commander?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old medbay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. The procedure we did for your scarring has produced a lovely synthetic protein overlay. And your body has accepted the implants quite nicely.
Hit it better. Sure didn't come cheap.
That's it. You're the picture of health.
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret it one bit.
You've never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
It's gonna take a while, Doc.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
But I will see it done. Alright, what do we got here? Reassign power bonuses? Conversations with your companions unlock bonus powers. Shepard's, Liara's, and James's. Nah, I don't need to be doing any of that. I don't need any of that at all. Ah, there's Dr. Eva's synthetic border. Synthetic border. Okay, the crew deck. Go to engineering. Looks like Grunt's old room is off limits. 'Tis shut. Engineering is so empty.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chakwas contacted me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Well, we'll see how long that
Carry
lasts.
on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
Not something I feel, you know, the need to say to the man's face right now, but... Okay, let's go check on Jack's old room. That, and I believe there's a model down here for me. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Model of Sovereign. And a model Turian cruiser. I did not realize there were two of them down here. And the Shadow Broker ship. What? Okay. So my super thoroughness paid dividends there. Could have swore there were only two, but no, there were three. I can't wait till I get Donnelly and Daniels back. I like those two. Aw. The garbage disposal unit has been either taken out or covered up.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
Alright, let's go drop in on James down in the shuttle bay. Vega and Cortez. Oh, and the Robo-Dog. Alright, let's see what we got. Ultralight materials. High caliber barrel, shredder mod. For damage, boost Pierce. Ah, reduces damage though. There's 25% of defenses on an arm. Okay, well, let's do that. Capacitor boosts kinetic coil generators, increasing shot penetration. Why not? At least until I get more. Alright, the Avenger. Oh, these weapons do not have mods at the moment. How about this? These do. So I got an extended barrel for extra damage. Very nice. Oh. And I got concentration mod. Further increases damage, speeds, perception by 25%. Enhancing aim for a brief time. Biometric sensors and auto-targeting software adjust to the user's pulse and breath rate, assisting aim. Very nice. Okay, weapon bench, weapon upgrades. Katana Mantis. I don't really have weapons that I want to upgrade yet. Casa Fabrications by shotgun, pistol, sniper rifle, and assault rifle mods. Also, armor also available. Ooh, the Indra. Pistol magazine upgrade. I will take that. Pistol melee stunner. Piercing mod, assault rifle, sniper, shotgun. Power recharge speed and power damage. That's nice. Oh, and I also want the Kodiak shuttle for my model collection. Alright, what does Spectre Requisitions have? Oh yeah, this is the list here. You know what? Just because I can, I think I'm going to go ahead and get the Indra as well. Low-powered scope leaves the most effective at medium range, but many soldiers believe its limitations offset by the gun's rapid fire rate of fire. Indra is the first military-grade fully automatic sniper rifle. It has an extremely efficient heat-sink system and allows a surprisingly large number of shots to be fired before the weapon ejects its thermal clip. Okay, so let me take a quick gander at this. Put those on it. Procurement interface, that's what that was. Cortez.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. Practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them.
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that.
I remember how
After the
easy that
invasion,
thing blew up.
Those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The Collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Keep up the hard
Understood.
work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
I have done a playthrough Romancing Cortez. It actually plays pretty decently. Alliance cruiser, Geth cruiser. Freighter. Filling out my model shelf pretty quickly. Nothing over that way. How about over here? So do I have two Kodiak shuttles? Are they the same? They're both NS1.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yeah. We're gonna rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You down here for a reason?
Just came down to talk.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
I think I can handle it.
Okay, loco. Let's dance.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Just a guess.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So? Maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, Loco.
Loco, huh?
I can think of worse things to call you.
Long as you remember who's in charge. You can call me whatever you want.
Oh, I won't forget.
Oh, fabrication unlocked in Medbay. Just because I'm curious, I would like to see what I unlocked. What has become available. Available. I was wrong, it is this one. Fortification. Reinforce armor using protective Foucault currents. Purge the current and send its charge to your gauntlets for increased melee damage. Nah. I don't think so. Alright, I think I've done enough running around here on the ship. Let's go back up here and get 'em moving. Conquered systems. Clusters already conquered by the Reapers can be accessed using the Normandy stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivors, salvage, and valuable intel. Search and rescue. The Normandy is equipped with a new and improved scanning pulse that can detect objects of interest. Use this to uncover war assets, artifacts, intel, and fuel as you fly around a base. Be aware, however, that each time the pulse is used, the chance that Reapers will enter the system to investigate is increased. If a Reaper enters the system you're in, flee and wait until you have completed a mission before returning. Alright. There's no place to go from here, nothing obvious. I don't think I'm going to bother doing a scan pulse there. Let's go to the Anos Basin. I'll start off here. Take it easy, Drew. Thanks for stopping in, my dude. And sleep good. Alright, we're going to scan some play nights. Holidays. Oh yeah, I have to do scan pulses, don't I? I can at least try to hit as many planets at once as possible. Okay, so apparently this one's not, so much. Aha. Paeto. Was this the one with the 3 planets in the ring? Definitely got the one. Guess not. This place doesn't seem to have anything immediately interactable. Rescue Turian Primarch. Recover Prothean artifact. Kite's Nest. Let's go here to the Cerberus lab first.
I found something.
Javelin missile launchers war asset. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so I found 50% of what can be found here. Hmm. 200 units of fuel. Okay, that's everything here. Let's go to Decoris. Or to Decorus, I assume it would be pronounced, since it's... I'm assuming a human system, just because it's got Cerberus crap in it.
Signal confirmed.
Lost and found. Credits recovered. Okay, so that's 50%. More wreckage, that's 350 fuel. Okay, let's take care of the Cerberus lab. Mr. Cortez, please drop us in. We have something to take care of. I'll have you be a Vindicator. Okay, magazine. Piercing mod allows bullets to pierce 0.5 millimeter thick. Nope, not millimeter. Meter thick. Half a meter thick objects, but less damage. Pistol melee. Guess I'll go with that and with that. I'm gonna use nothing apparently.
Commander, I've got a hail from Admiral Hackett.
Put him through, Lieutenant.
Shepard, we've uncovered a secret Cerberus lab, function unknown. We sent in a recon team, but they were forced to pull out before they got very far.
Any other intel?
We think they're using the facility to warehouse and study Reaper tech. We've been wondering how Cerberus is connected to the Reapers, and this might give us some answers.
We're on it.
Find out what Cerberus is doing and get me any Reaper tech samples you can, Commander. Hack it out.
Let's do this, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, lady and gentlemen.
Commander, I'm tracking some tech with a Reaper signature. That's your first sample to grab. Updating your nav point.
On my way.
Finally here, wow, the troops here are really intense. No one smiles, ever. And suicide on capture orders? Seriously? They call training interrogation. I start being interrogated tomorrow. Can't wait. I will grab some credits. Very nice indeed. Do a cursory lap around just to see what pickups there are here. Integration successful. Suicide on capture orders confirmed. Cerberus is my friend. Obey. Protect humanity at any cost. Damn. Cerberus really doesn't take any chances, do they? Everybody's brainwashed.
Well, that's weird looking. Guess we found it.
Got the sample.
Roger that. Meet you at the landing pad. Second sample located, Commander. Nav point updated.
Good work.
It appears to be Reaper tech, but the signature seems to be...
Cortez, second sample secure. Heading back to you now.
Negative, Commander. Pad got hot. Have to plug out. Got 3 birds on my 6. Taking fire. Scratch that. Make it 4. We'll rendezvous when I can. Out.
We just need to hold out until Cortez can pick us up.
Nothing like having your back to the wall.
Never said it would be easy.
Also never said it wouldn't be easy.
Stay focused. This isn't over yet.
I can do this all day.
Where are you, Liara?
Cortez, do you copy? What's your status?
Engaging multiple targets.
Lieutenant!
Last stand, Commander?
Just stay focused and keep at it. Cortez, do you copy?
I hope he's still alive.
He'll make it. Let's just keep the landing pad clear.
Commander, had to go dark side to shake him. Coming in hot. Be ready.
Heading for extraction point now. We're at the extraction point. Ready for pickup.
Almost there.
Let's do it. That was kind of fun.
Commander, we've got our best engineers looking at the Reaper tech you secured from that lab.
What was Cerberus doing with it?
We don't know yet, but whatever Cerberus is up to, it can't be good. Even if we can't determine its purpose, we've disrupted their experiments.
I doubt they'll just close up shop.
Agreed. We'll keep sending strikes against the facility. Good work, Commander.
Yay! More money! Money, money, money. Got lots of money. Javelin missile launchers. Cerberus. I got Cerberus research data. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Did you see the Citadel when we were there on leave? You'd never know there was a war on.
They'll know soon enough. All those refugees have to go somewhere.
Too true.
Commander.
Okay. Spanked 'em on Sanctum. I spanked 'em on Sanctum. Yes, I did. What is this? I must have accidentally moused over a place that will have something later. Cacus and Farinata.
I found something.
Okay, Traben. Lost and found. Got some credits.
Evasion successful.
Untouchable. Okay, got some fuel.
Reapers eluded.
Alright, let's go up to Plutus.
Signal confirmed.
Non-Noel. Special Ops Team Zeta. 103rd Marine Division. Okay.
Faster than light jump successful.
Oh, there was only the one. Okay, let's go to Dees.
I found something.
Glensal. Thousand credits. More salvage. Yeah. Okay, that's only 50%.
Evasion successful.
I was afraid of that. Yeah, I was afraid of it. Damn it.
Faster than light jump successful.
No, no, no.
Evasion successful.
Alright, Farinata.
Signal confirmed.
Of a fuel depot. Okay, that's 200 fuel.
Reapers eluded. Faster than light jump successful.
That's going to be another pain in the butt to get to, ain't it?
Evasion successful.
This is going to be close if I manage to get out of here. It's going to be super damn close. Boston found. War assets. Alliance frigate, the Agincourt.
Reapers
Oof.
eluded.
Alright, let's get to Cacus.